how am I supposed to feel peaceful or excited about getting pregnant when my list of things to do for fertility keeps getting longer and longer? I understand that is how it seems. One of my favorite parts about what I do as a fertility coach in Eastern medicine is I get to tell people to do a lot less all the time. And that's like I'm excited to tell you that because I know that in every other direction coming at you in life on the fertility journey is do this, do more. You're like standing on the vibration plates, wearing the infrared mask with the things on your face, and at night you're taping it shut and putting on. It's ridiculous the amount of things out there in the trendy hack or gadget categories. By using 2,000-year-old Eastern medicine, we get to avoid all of that if you want, because we already know what works and we never needed those things in the past. In fact, most of those things are knockoffs of what we've been using for thousands of years. So infrared stuff that you buy and put on your face is just a poor man's version of the sun, right? Getting sunlight exposure on your skin. A vibration plate is just jumping on a trampoline or going for a jog, right? Getting the things, the lymphatic draining and movement and things like that. I could go on, and inside my program I have all of those trendy hack modern gadget things organized for you so that you can see which ones go best with which pattern of imbalance you have that's blocking your fertility. Because I understand it's exciting to use new gadgets. I get that. I don't use most of them myself because I'm kind of like a weirdo purist, and I try not to do that. I try to really lean into like the ancient way of doing everything when possible. And I don't push those things, and I don't tell anyone as part of my actual program that you need to buy any of those things. None of that is part of the plan. We are using the natural modalities of traditional Chinese medicine, mostly in Eastern medicine. And those things look like eat more of these foods, eat less of those foods. Maybe take this herbal supplement or herbal formula for a short term. Do this breathing technique this way to resolve that pattern of imbalance. This exercise is most appropriate, like vibration type things is most appropriate at a certain part of the program for people who have a certain pattern of imbalance. And for people who have too much dampness, for example, they should not be using vibration plate things at all until we get most of that dampness out of their body. So vibration for us is like a stage 3 thing where we're like, if you've gotten the wind and the dampness out of your body, a lot of the hidden pathogens are cleared out and you're cleaner and clearer, less BV, less yeast infection, less colored discharges, less cystic acne, less cysts anywhere inside of you. If the dampness is kind of cleared out, then we look to see if you have a lot of qi stagnation. So are you like a high stress person? Are the sides of your tongue really swollen compared to the rest of the surface of your tongue? Are there even red or purple dots running up the sides of your tongue? All of these things indicate that you have liver qi stagnation, which is the most common kind of qi stagnation. But some people have stomach qi stagnation and they just get nauseous really easily, or they feel like things are coming up that shouldn't be coming up all the time. So anyone that has qi stagnation will benefit from vibration things, but not until it's the time where your body's ready to handle that. Like, that's going to release a lot of things into your system. And if you have damp and wind and hidden pathogens, that's a really bad idea to start vibration plating and releasing all these hidden pathogens into your system. It's not good. So really the key is doing less, and definitely a lot less on like the new trendy gadget hack stuff for sure, because that stuff is out of control. It doesn't tell you like who it's for, because they don't know. And then they don't tell you like when it's most appropriate to use it, because they don't know. They're just like, oh, it was good in this one study on these people, so everyone should do it all the time. No, that's not how things work at all. There's like nothing that's good for everyone, for fertility, for everyone all the time. No. So when I get to tell people they get to do less, they're usually pretty happy about that. And that's kind of what unlocks like the more peaceful and hopeful part of their fertility journey again, where it's like, oh, I can cross things off of my list that I'm supposed to be doing for fertility every day, and instead just focus on the really important basics that have a lot more influence on your body and your fertility in the first place. So we lean into foods, we lean into breathing and being outside and taking a walk, or very, very simple core things, allowing sunlight to hit your skin. We shouldn't be putting on SPF every day, right? We shouldn't be blocking the ability for the sun to communicate with the receptors in our skin, which is what it's trying to do. Sunglasses, same thing. Just take them off. We don't want sunglasses. The sun needs to communicate with our brain through our eyes. It's very, very important. That's how hormones are secreted in the body. Your brain talks to your ovaries through an axis and tells them when to make hormones, things like that, right? So we focus on getting you back to the foundational, natural ways of living that truly restore fertility and health. And that does not involve buying a bunch of things online. It is a freeing thing to be told that you get to do less. And what ends up happening is that these lifestyle habits, these shifts in food, these things that I have you do at first will seem like, oh, I have to learn how to do this. But then it very quickly becomes second nature. I have people in the group all the time who are like, I can't believe how easy it is to remember to rub my acupressure point. I know if my period is about to start and it's not starting on time and I'm feeling like it's congested or something in my uterus, like I know which point on my leg to rub to free flow that stuck period and help it come out without the cramps and the clots and make it flow more easily and more harmoniously. So these things will become second nature, and they are things that are good for you, and they're things that you'll almost inadvertently start passing along to those around you. You'll be like, did you know that this is actually not necessary and that we can just eat this instead of buying all that stuff in the pill forms? Stuff like that. So our goal is to get you to take less things like supplements. Our goal is to get you to learn and remember, because everyone has this stuff deep in your blood memory, but modern society has tried to make us forget. So it's helping you remember, and that's what I see myself as, is the bridge to connect you, modern society people, back to ancient wisdom and the practices that have worked for thousands of years and that are still working for those who consciously remember it and who have the luxury of learning it. So welcome to that. I would like to give you the luxury of learning this so that you can now be as fertile as you can be naturally, and to help those around you become as healthy as they can be naturally.